Welcome to Opinions Like Ales, everybody, your favorite pop culture podcast where we have opinions and most of them stink. My name is Michael Zampino. With me, as always, is Hilton Price.
And today I have a tip for yard sales, garage sales, neighborhood garage sales, which are kicking into high gear again as we get this brief respite from from summer. As we get both
From
weeks,
the hot?
both weeks of fall here in Oklahoma. I have a tip. I hit a garage sale on my way over here today. And there was a box of DVDs and Blu-rays and video games. And I said, I'll give you $2 for this game, this one game for Xbox 360. And the guy said, why not 10 for the whole box? And I said, well, yeah. And it reminded me, you gotta haggle.
Haggle.
That's my lesson. You
Start
gotta,
low.
Yeah, you gotta knock them down, because if he was gonna give me 10, if you wanted $10 for this box that is easily 30 different things, if I would have $1 a piece,
Right.
and I'll make money. And I should have offered 5 for the box. Could have got it even lower, is what I'm saying. Gotta haggle, folks.
Yeah, keep them haggling.
Yeah,
Gotta keep haggling.
keep them haggling.
Mac, you a haggler?
No.
No?
No.
I don't
Mac
like
Taylor,
confrontation.
everybody, welcome back to the show. It's been a long time, yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
Really long time.
whew, we had a pandemic.
We did.
We had an insurrection.
We did.
We had a lot of stuff has
A
happened.
lot of self growth for me too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a whole new girl.
Yeah, honestly, I think probably some growth for all of us.
Hopefully,
I love that for
Hopefully,
us.
yeah.
How do you not after really
keep
just
growing.
staring into the eyes of eternity that was the last couple years in this country?
Very true.
You know, you look into the abyss, and sometimes the abyss looks back and waves a Trump flag. You're like, holy fuck.
I gotta go. I hear my
I just
mom
feel like
calling.
I've been in the abyss for a while now, and then
Yeah.
everybody else just hopped on the train.
Right?
I was in the abyss, but I was an extra.
really.
Remember that movie?
I do with the
You really were an extra on the abyss?
No, I was probably a baby child.
Oh, I wish you were
I was
in
a little
the
bitty
abyss.
baby child.
the abyss, the sci-fi movie that asks the question everyone was asking: what if aliens were just water?
Yeah, that's the question.
Can water be spooky?
Yeah, make
Yes.
spooky water. Was that a James
Spooky
Cameron?
water.
That was James Cameron.
Brought to you by Fiji. Get
Wasn't
that
it?
new Fiji spooky water. I
Fiji-
think it was.
Here's the deal. If you don't, that's why Fiji costs a little more. Because with Fiji, you know you're not drinking the abyss.
Ed Harris
My
and
favorite.
Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio.
She wasn't.
It was James Cameron.
James Cameron. Mary Elizabeth Master Antonio from Oklahoma.
Is she?
I don't know. Maybe. What were you gonna say? What is your favorite, Mac?
Oh, if we were ever on a game show, my favorite water is Icelandic water.
That's a thing.
Icelandic water, yes. I actually have a fun story. I was working at Rabbit Hole whenever it was by Reese's.
Okay.
Did you ever make it to that one?
No, I
Okay.
didn't.
She's
So-
from Lombard, Illinois.
Oh, that's not.
That's not Oklahoma. Oklahoma, Illinois,
It's not.
same thing.
6 of 1.
And this guy used to come in, and his name is James, and he came up to the concession and he goes, do you have any Icelandic water?
Okay.
And I said to him, no, James, we have this water. Is that fine? And he goes, no, I think I'm going to hop on over to Reese's and grab some Icelandic water. And this man's went to Reese's, bought Icelandic water, came back, gave it to me, and then bought one from me.
Wow.
It was the most funniest. It was just so much fun.
That's
so
hilarious.
so he well that's an interesting situation because this man knew what he wanted.
Yeah.
And it was nearby because Rabbit Hole was right by Reese's. Like you could
Exactly.
throw a rock and hit a guy getting the carts, doing the cart run. And so he went there, but then he still wanted to give some money to Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, it's like he knew exactly what he wanted. He says, I want to support this business
Yeah,
by buying
But you don't-
Icelandic water.
but you don't have any of the shit I want.
Even if I have to supply it,
Yeah.
I'll make it happen.
I get that.
A
I get
man
that.
with a plan.
There during the pandemic, there was a lot of our friends are in creative industries, ourselves included, who found ourselves suddenly without as many opportunities. Stages shut down, venues were closing temporarily.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends who are bartenders, who are DJs, who are musicians, were looking for alternate sources of income. And I found myself, I was still working at Fox the whole time and was doing okay. It's TV news. It's not great, but you're doing okay. I'm still got money coming in, and I'm throwing money at as many of my artist friends as possible.
Take it.
Well, damn.
Just Venmos and whatnot. And the funniest part was how much of the stuff I didn't use or need. I've got so many links to MP3s and stuff because I was just like, I can get your album digitally for a couple bucks. Hell yeah, because you want to support your friends. But
For sure.
But I just can't consume that much media, and I'm still trying to get through the one podcast I listen to, and I'm 6 months behind.
Man, that's a damn shame.
That's the thing about supporting your artist friends is like you can. Okay, you might learn a lot about me right now. I was like, you can buy it. It's not like you have to listen to it.
Exactly. You don't
Yeah.
have. You just.
Oh, I've done that multiple times where I've bought something with zero intentions of consuming it. It's literally only to support.
Just to help.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah,
help.
I'm a sticker bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's one reason I like stickers and posters and magnets. Because at
Right.
least then it just goes up on the wall, the fridge, whatever.
Or
And I
it's
can just-
something you can gift.
I need to-
Yeah, hell
You know?
yeah.
I need to clear something up. So
Ready to clear it up.
I was drunk at the
Clear the
Yeti,
air.
Okay.
as I was, and there was a band playing,
Okay, sure.
and they had stickers on their table, and little drunk Mac thought they were free.
Okay.
They clearly said $2 next to them, but in my drunk head, I took a couple of them, and then these girls, the people in the band were they just thought I was the devil, and I just want those girls to know that I was drunk,
yeah.
And you're sorry.
and I'm sorry, and I'll give you $2 for those stickers.
If you see the
you-
band around again, you'll
Let's
throw 'em
call
a
it
couple bucks.
6 because it's 2 stickers and inflation.
Hey, if you're the band,
And fucking just morality.
There you go. Let's round it up to 10.
Yeah, for real. I'll give you $100, girls.
Because I feel shitty.
And I'll suck your dick. I'm sorry.
yeah, look at that. Not often you get
Can we
a.
curse on
$10
here?
and a
Yo,
blowjob.
fuck yeah, you can.
All right, cool.
You know what? Let's sweeten the pot, Zamp. Let's throw in $10 and an appearance on OLA.
Oh yeah.
To the band. All you got, if you're the band that Mac ripped off in a drunken state years ago at the Yeti,
At the wedding.
at the Yeti,
At the wedding.
At the wedding,
we miss you, Yeti.
I
at the
weddied
wedding.
my panties a
I-
couple times.
I've done that too. I've done that too.
had a wedding at
Maybe-
the Yeti.
maybe
I
at
had
the
a
Yeti.
wedding at the Yeti.
Yeah.
I never fucked there, though.
No? Did
No.
I ever? I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
No.
Can I do what so I know the whole rap of None of Your Business from Salt and Pepper.
Okay.
And they go, opinions are like assholes and everybody's got one. I
Yeah.
never put my nose where I'm not supposed to. Believe you.
Yeah, because we do. We've got the a-hole opinions here on the show,
Mm-hmm.
and we do put our nose where we're not supposed to.
Well, it's not necessarily that we're not. Sometimes we're not supposed to. Most of the time, it's just where we are not qualified.
We're not exactly. We are unqualified to have our nose in
I'm
that
the
particular.
perfect guest for this
That is an
podcast.
underqualified nose, sir. Get it out of here.
So you have had a lot of fun lately with Mac Taylor's comedy review.
Yes.
And
Tell
this-
us about this.
It's been a recurring monthly showcase.
Yeah, it has. I honestly, it's like the first project that I've ever looked at, and I can't believe it exists or we've gotten this far. And I just think I've never put this much effort into something like this, and it feels good. And it started because Pat Hobbs at the Equality Center, he runs what's called the Rainbow Room,
Okay, yeah.
which is the third Thursday of every month at the Equality Center in the Lynn Riggs Theater. So he started it all because he was like, I want to do a comedy show. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay. And he gave me 45 minutes for each act. And I was like, I got to do more than just stand up on this. I was like, 45 minutes of stand up? Not even an hour and a half of stand up. That's too much, you know?
Too much stand up.
Too much stand up.
it's
And
a
so
lot.
that's when I put together the first show. I hosted it as Teresa Caputo, the Long Island Medium.
Yeah.
And she lasted for a few shows. And then that's what's crazy. I just said she lasted for a few shows. It's like
Yeah.
I fucking put together. We've done 5 shows now. And I'm just like, hell yeah. So it just started this year and it's been a lot of fun. And it's a mixture of stand up, sketch. We did a show and tell segment, the last one. And a person got their head shaved
On
Fun.
stage.
on stage while the symphony played. It was just so fucking awesome. And I hosted it as Cher during Pride Month
Nice.
for obvious
Ah,
reasons.
our queen, yes,
And
sure.
then I'm about to host it as when
world.
Do you believe in life after love?
You
Ooh,
can
that was
also
good.
just like
I'm
give
aware.
give your throat a little karate chop while you're doing that. Do you believe?
Do you believe in life after love? That was
It works.
Wow.
Oh wow.
It's like listening to that CD back in 1999 all over again.
Oh, I wish I could have been like you in the 90s, Hilton.
College, yeah.
Yeah,
or
like
high
I was
school and college?
I was just a wee lad.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah, I was in.
sorry.
I was
I
in
don't
high
know.
school.
I don't know. I mean,
Class of '99, baby.
Do you know what my 9/11 recollection is?
I do would like to know.
I took a sharp turn, but it was
Little bit.
2001.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
7.
Okay.
And I just remember because we were living in Japan at the time.
Oh, wow.
And so our news was kind of delayed, but we found out that day and we were on a military base. So like I remember the Boy Scouts like loading us onto a school bus to go grocery shopping and shit. But I just remember my mom being on the toilet and she had a People magazine and it had the news on the front.
Oh, wow.
And I'm sitting there as a 7-year-old. I'm like, hey, Mom,
You're like, I don't get it.
what happened? Can you explain? And she's like shitting on the toilet. She's like, well, terrorists happened. It was just fucking crazy.
half a world away.
But back to
Could you imagine
Now-
trying? Wait, I just want to go back. Can you imagine trying to explain 9/11 to a child while taking a shit?
exactly. That's what motherhood is, and I'm ready for it.
yeah.
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 But hopefully nothing like that happens again.
It's probably, as a parent, you probably get to do a surprising amount of school lessons from the shitter. There's probably
Can vouch.
some math from
yeah,
the shitter.
you're a parent.
Can
There's
vouch.
got to be some English and grammar.
It's usually just whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's whatever's on their mind in that moment. If you're shitting,
Because kids
they
don't have
care.
dad
They don't
shitting.
have a filter, and they're so funny.
Yeah. They don't have I should come back later, dad's making poop.
Yeah, to be fair, they do it way more to mom.
Oh yeah.
Well, she
I'm
is,
ready.
She is smarter than you, Zamp. Just throw that out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, I know you would. That's not an insult. That's just commonly shared information.
Yeah.
So we're not stopping with the review. We're gonna keep going with it.
Now, the Teresa Caputo stuff, and thank you for saying her name out loud because I was pronouncing her last name wrong, and I'm so sorry. ma'am.
Is there
How dare you.
Right?
there an imaginary Y in there? Caputo?
Well, listen. Here's the deal: when you are,
Or
when
is it
you're,
Caputo? Hey, Teresa Caputo.
No, I'm Teresa Caputo, and I'm
Caputo.
I'm
In
the Long Island medium.
in New York and New Jersey, you choose how you say your name.
I was going to say, well, and Long Island does things a little different, too.
Yeah, yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
That's why you say Mario,
yeah.
I think.
That is why I say Mario. Yeah, because on Long Island it was Mario. We all knew that.
Yeah.
So I was born on Long Island. I grew up originally in New York.
Obsessed.
He went to high school with Teresa Caputo.
I did. I was the.
You went to the same high school?
She was the Long Island medium. I was the Long Island small.
Hey-oh! That was a Long
That
Island.
was the best line in that first show. I said, I'm a medium, not a large. And the biggest laugh. The
That
biggest
is
laugh.
very funny.
It's
She says it on the show. I had to quote her. I can't take credit for it.
but that's what it was. You were bringing the character to life.
Yeah. I'm about to do Winifred Sanderson.
Oh, good. Oh, we actually have a little bit of Miss Sanderson in the on the show tonight.
See, exactly.
We-
You
this
guys
is-
know me.
That's what we heavily research. No, we didn't. We never do.
We
just
are
so happy
we are
I'm
now
starting
heavily
my-
catering each show to our guests.
Exactly.
I love it.
But the Teresa Caputo bit was really what caught my eye about the show, because I hadn't seen a comic, at least locally, that I can recall, like embrace a character for a hosting gig. You know,
I know.
hosting an MC, we typically just do it as ourselves. You know, whether it's something like Starlight, like Laura and I do, or
Yeah.
just any of the myriad
Or
shows.
Cough Cough Kane's Ballroom like you do, Hilton Price.
Well, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll brag for you.
And part of that is just personally, I'm not good about playing a character.
But you're good as Hilton Price.
Well, thank you. And yeah,
Is
that's,
Hilton Price not a character?
well, he feels like one some days. He's putting on my face, you
We're
guys.
all
I feel
born
that.
naked and the rest is dry.
The whole world's a stage, right?
Yeah.
All the world's a stage.
If the whole world's a stage, I need better lighting.
Boom.
But
Who
to-
said that?
My towel that my dad bought for me and
That's
a
got to be a
Catoosa
quote from
antique
someone.
store.
That's fucking hilarious.
Catoosa Antique Store. That That's a Saturday.
That's where you find towels that say that shit.
Yeah, right.
I may head out to Catoosa after the show today.
Please do it.
I may.
I
They
drive
need the
past
money.
there.
But
No,
the-
they fucking don't.
But you playing that character, that really added to me like a layer of the unexpected to the show. And it definitely kind of, as an observer from outside, presented the Revue as something like, you don't know what you're going to get here. Come check this out. And that to me was part of the charm. And so to see it do well, and then to see you bring her back, and now to know that it's going to be that you're playing with different personalities on stage, it just sounds really fun and a really unique take to something that we've seen here before, which is I think why it's working. So
Well,
congrats.
it's just great to me because this is what I've done since I was a child, and like I just love that this year, like it makes me emotional because I love that this year I finally realized who I was and like what my qualities are that I want to attach to, and like playing characters and like expressing yourself like that, because I was like such a drama kid in high school. Like,
Yeah.
high school.
Mac, how many are you right now? How old are you?
I'm 28
I'm
now.
going back to asking like kids too. How many are you?
How many years do you have?
How many
I
are
actually
you?
just turned 28, so that's the first time I've said that out loud.
So you're actually ahead
Happy
of the
birthday.
game as far as really figuring yourself out, because I didn't do it until I was like 32-ish.
That's amazing, and I
Yeah.
don't give myself enough credit, and like I feel like I'm not far enough, and
It's never too late.
I feel like
I feel like I'm just starting, if I'm being honest. There are several times right now where, like, with Hilton and I's new business and stuff, like I feel like I'm starting over, sort of, you know, like not this moment, but I have started over, sort of.
well, I get so down on myself with my sobriety, and like I feel like I pissed away a lot of my years of like where I could be right now, and like I see my friends like.
That's hard to let go of.
Yeah, it is. And I'm just working on that, and finding the Revue has helped me come out of that hole. And it's been so wonderful just to be like, okay, we didn't need to have those years pissing away our college, because we don't need our college right now. Like,
Exactly.
and life just like, it's just teaching me a lot of lessons
Well, and
right now.
it's those times where you kind of realize, you know, sometimes I feel like I pissed away a big chunk of my life being an alcoholic and a drug addict, but that happened. So what now? You know?
Yeah.
Well, I also learned a lot
That
through
already
doing that.
happened. So what now? So are you gonna just sit and mope about it, or are you gonna fucking get better?
Yeah, your life is not over. So
And I'm also
Exactly.
working on knowing that those years that I drank for so long and all the shit I put myself through were there for a reason. Like,
100.
I
100%.
learned so much about the shittiness of human beings. I learned my potential, how late I could stay up. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Well, and it shapes who you are now. It shapes your compassion and empathy. It shapes your understanding. When you meet people who are going through those challenges, the perspective will shape how you treat them.
Absolutely.
And that's it's amazing to struggle with addiction is bad and difficult and can be so detrimental. But to recover from it offers such insight and lessons that there's some, as silver linings go, that's a pretty damn good one.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see.
Yeah. It's
Amen. Hallelujah.
Right?
Yeah, one of the toughest things about sobriety is allowing yourself to take credit, right? Allowing yourself to say, "I fucking did that shit."
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I never could go to like meetings and stuff. Is one of their first things is give up everything and say that you're powerless and that every bit
I
of credit goes to
fucking-
something higher than you. Fuck that. No, I did it. I quit, and it was hard, and I want the credit I deserve.
'Cause I
And if
grew
you're
up-
out there and you did it, you did it. You did it. Pat yourself on the back. Celebrate every year.
Yeah.
Like, remember your day. Fucking celebrate it. You should. Every
April
year.
16th.
October 27th.
Nice.
Oh, that's the next Revue show.
Hey, nice.
Come on, celebrate,
October
bitch.
27th. Come out and celebrate my 9th year of sobriety.
October 27th. And we'll mention
I'm
it
at
again.
4. Almost.
The congratulations. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
And the show that will once again be at the Equality Center.
No, it's going to be at the Shrine.
It's going to be at the Shrine. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I was so scared. So we already did it at the Shrine, and I was honestly scared to do it at the Shrine because
I did it at the Shrine once.
Really?
Yeah, I used to work there back in the day.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it was fun
nice.
times.
Then did you perform with your band a lot at the
Yes.
Shrine? I feel like that's a music venue. Like
It was,
That's why I
yeah.
was nervous because it was a music venue, and like I've done Billy Bazaar shows before.
Yeah.
And I've been like nobody's in the audience, and I was so scared.
Well,
Yeah, no, that's a great room. That's Donnie's joint. He owned it before, and it was called the Venue.
Yeah.
And then it changed hands and was several different things. It was Pink. It was a couple different other things. And then he got it back, and when he got it back, he called it the Venue Shrine because it's sort of a shrine to the venue, which is what it was before. And that's when I worked there, was when it was the Venue originally.
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, they had a little sidebar that was literally right next to the stage, and that's where I worked, and it was fucking awesome because I was always right next to the
And
stage.
that's who my contact is now, is Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie's
Yeah,
great.
Donnie's good.
He's
people.
a good guy.
Yeah.
I love Donnie.
Donnie not only instrumental in keeping music alive during the pandemic, because he kept that the Shrine running on a wing and a prayer for about a year or so.
And I believe he's running the Blackbird as well.
Blackbird on
Good.
Pearl, yeah.
and we're
excellent.
doing it. We're doing the review at Blackbird,
Yeah.
December 16th.
Yeah, that's how I got our 100th episode there, was just hit
With
up Donnie,
Donnie?
and I
Yeah.
said, hey, man, I need a room to do this podcast. And he said, you can have Blackbird.
And that's part of it, is he has been
Free.
instrumental
He's
in offering stages to people. So he definitely one of the unsung heroes of live shows in Tulsa.
And a real classic hip-hop head, man.
Yeah,
He,
he
uh,
really
Yeah,
is.
for real. He when I worked at the Venue, he brought Curtis Blow to town. He
Uh-huh.
used to bring Nappy Roots to town.
He still brings Afro Man around. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not super into Afro Man,
yeah.
but in terms of a guy who's just kind of maintained an underground following, he's
Having worked for Afro Man, not a fan.
yeah,
Dude, I
yeah.
did,
No, there's some horror stories, but
They
That
gave
and the whole
me-
video of him accosting that woman on
oh
stage.
god,
Oh,
yeah, he
fuck
did assault
that.
a woman,
Yeah,
didn't he?
hit her very hard.
Fuck you, Afro Man. There,
Exactly.
I said it.
Hot take.
This took a turn.
But what's sad is I did have I tried to do an open mic at Blackbird.
Yeah.
Did not go well, and they just stopped messaging me. I was like, I get it.
That's a tough room. That's
Yeah.
a tough room to not do music in. It's another room that's just more conducive to music.
When I was doing producing Dr. Sketchy's, the live art modeling show, that was one of the rooms we did it in the first run, and it was one of the shows that we had a real struggle.
Here's
to
the
get a
thing that
crowd
people
in.
don't grasp all the time is that the room matters when it comes to comedy.
Yeah.
The shape of the room,
Any
the,
kind of-
the lighting
The
of the
stage,
room.
the stage height.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So many
Which-
things make a difference as to whether or not a show will work.
Which you talk about the Shrine and comedy, and how there used to be those overpacked shows that would have like 13 comics on them there. Mm-hmm. They would run for 2 to 2.5 hours, and it would just kill the momentum.
Oh, I need to make an announcement.
Yeah.
So Mac Taylor's comedy review, the
Yes.
last 2 shows,
Yes.
have been 3 hours.
Wow.
3.5
Good Lord.
hours.
Wow.
So a marathon of comedy. And I need everyone to know, if you come to a future review show, that ain't it anymore.
Okay.
Our runtime will be 2 hours and 15 minutes with a 15-minute intermission, and I'm hold steady on that.
Okay, so what I like about that is you do 2 things there. One, you're recognizing that there is a point where it just gets
Oh my God.
arduous.
The fact that so many people stuck around for the entire 3 hours, beautiful. Thank you all.
That's amazing, because
Yeah.
that feels like a walker of a show.
well, it's a good show.
2022,
Yeah.
it's attention span.
Oh
too.
yeah. Well, your lineups have been fantastic.
Well, it's been a good show the entire time, so
Yeah.
it's like I wasn't worried about people sticking around, but
Good,
like I felt,
good.
it was honestly, I just felt guilty. I was like, they're ready to go bad, because I've
Exactly.
only been landing Thursdays because I'm a little baby. We only started this year.
Oh yeah, you don't get the
So-
Friday nights right away.
But December 16th is a fucking Friday. I'm about to go off, sis.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, we're gonna pack out the Blackbird. Let's do it.
Moving on up
To the east
Midtown
side,
Tulsa.
mid,
Okay.
mid-side.
Okay,
Isn't
so
it?
Midtown.
That's downtown.
No. Well,
Blackbird?
It's downtown adjacent.
Nope.
This is the Pearl District.
Oh, okay, I don't know shit.
here I'll let you. You guys want to? Can I do a quick TV story? TV news story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Please.
in TV news,
Do it like an anchor, though.
That's my true calling, I think.
What time is it?
News
New at
anchor?
10. New at 10. Local TV news has a philosophy for how they determine what parts of town are what.
You know what I got my best grades on when I was in broadcasting school?
What?
My news reads.
Your reads. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you got a good fucking voice. That's why you're doing the podcast.
Yeah, but they were never like your voice sounds like my. But here's the thing:
You were
I
just
didn't-
like-
I didn't do this voice.
Oh.
You know, it was like much more of like a read. I don't know. It was weird.
Hilton,
and
can
then I
you
would
pull
do
up,
my
like, a
natural
crazy
voice,
news
like
story?
introducing.
a crazy one.
Yeah, and we can take turns reading it like our news voice.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
All right. Let me see
We'll
if I can
practice our
practice
anchors.
news script.
Because I
maybe?
need the whole podcast family to just tell me if this is my calling.
But anyway, what were you trying to say before?
So when we do stories around Tulsa, we say things like near the intersection of 31st and Peoria in Midtown Tulsa.
Right.
So how we dictate what is east, north, south, west, or midtown is we have a map. We have a map at work that lists what areas, like the dividing line for us for what is South Tulsa versus what is Midtown Tulsa is 51st Street. If you're north of 51st, you're Midtown. If you're south of 51st, you're South Tulsa. So
Southtown.
exactly. East Tulsa, for example,
Easttown.
is Sheridan.
Wouldn't it be great if you just said that for all of them?
If
I live in Northtown.
If you're east of Sheridan, so Memorial and Mingo are East Tulsa.
Yep.
If they're north of 51st.
Right.
They're south of 51st, that's South
Just
Tulsa.
So South Tulsa.
Until you get to a point where it becomes Broken Arrow. Broken
Right.
Arrow. Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow.
Broken Arrow.
Hey, remember the kid?
Y'all, my fucking, I've just
remember the
embraced
kid
my
from
country
Broken Arrow with
accent.
the arrow in his head?
What the fuck?
No.
Remember when we were kids? Well, when we were kids.
Yeah.
I didn't
And you
Well, I
were
didn't live here when I was-
and you hadn't been born.
I was in beautiful New York.
Yeah, it was like the most ironic shit that ever happened. Was a kid from Broken Arrow got like shot in the head with a
Yeah,
fucking
broke
arrow.
And you know how they got it out? They broke it.
They broke it.
So downtown Tulsa, we dictate downtown Tulsa as everything inside the interdispersal loop, which is the square of highways that loop the bulk of that area.
Right.
So 6th and Peoria is technically outside the interdispersal loop, so that would be Midtown Tulsa. But technically, that is a fudge of the rules that I instituted myself.
Whoa.
Because the original rules had downtown Tulsa starting at 15th and Peoria. So by that rule, 6th and Peoria, you go where Blackbird is. Where is Blackbird actually? Let's pull that
So
up.
I'm
Peoria.
correct in the past.
You are
Just
you
east.
are correct until the slightly
believe I was-
adjusted Hilton rules.
Hilton is a block east of Peoria on 6th Street.
It's east. That means it would still technically be Midtown, even by those rules.
Wow, what a thrilling podcast.
Burnt. You burnt.
All right, you guys want to try a practic news
Yeah, look
script?
up like news in Florida.
I don't know if there's Florida news. Well, I've just got a basic script for you here. Let's do
Okay,
this one
sweet.
here. All right, you want to do this one by one?
Traffic lights on McTerrill Boulevard, one of the city's busiest streets, are knocked out due to a violent rainstorm that passed over the city this morning. Although the storm did not last long, lightning struck the substation of one of the power companies and caused the outage. This is a cold read, motherfuckers.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can't get over McTerrill Boulevard thinking of our friend Terrell.
Oh, yeah, like an Irish Terrell.
Yeah, I am McTerrill.
I am McTerrill. I'm Terrell McTerrill.
Well, I mean,
I am a good cook.
I said I'm Terrell McTerrill. I forgot about his last name.
he's already pretty Irish, I guess.
McTerrill O'Norton.
Hello, I'm McTerrill Norton. All right, so I'll read the rest of
Go
this.
ahead. Go ahead.
Several Whoa. All right. Take 2. Several accidents are being reported due to the lights being out, and our on the scene reporter informs us that there was up to 45-minute delays in some areas. Despite the chaos on the McTerrill Boulevard, the power was restored by 8:30. Mac Taylor on Opinions Like Agholes.
I like it.
His name was Adam Moore,
Okay.
Broken Arrow Boy.
Okay.
When he was 8 years old, he was running and he fell on an arrow.
Oh
and
my
it-
God.
And it went into his goddamn brain. Nine operations in 6 months, and he recovered. Wow.
I am going to read the same piece that you did, Zamp.
Look, that's where it went.
Oh wow, that's the only way that works. Any other way, and he's dead.
Dead.
I
He
can't
did.
believe he probably went up to his mom, hopefully, and his mom is like, "What happened?" He's like, "I fell on it."
Yeah, he's
Who just falls on an arrow?
No, he's a kid. I don't know.
So sad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this in an Irish accent,
Ooh.
Yes.
and I'm gonna name it after our friend Terrell.
Ooh, I am.
And then at the
I'm
second
fucking
half,
ready.
I'm gonna convert to Eastern European because that's the only other accent I can do that's not offensive. Well, I mean, it's offensive to Eastern
So
Europeans.
so
but I
just to
don't care.
clarify, you can do offensive accents.
I mean,
hell yeah.
everyone
Everyone
can,
can.
and they're just not allowed.
Right.
And shouldn't.
Yeah. Traffic lights on McTerrill Norton Boulevard, one of the city's busiest streets, are knocked out due to a violent rainstorm that passed over the city this morning. Although the storm did not last long, I don't even know what the fuck that was. Although the storm did not last long, lightning, it's a pirate. Lightning struck the substation of one of the power. Did you guys see the typo there?
Of one of.
Lightning struck the substation of one of
the
power
power.
companies and caused the outage.
Hilton, I cannot tell you how many times
Sure.
I read fucking professional publications and go, who is proofreading this shit?
It's bad.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
Like, literally, like, I'm talking like Washington Post level shit where sometimes you'll see a fucking typo and you're like, how many motherfuckers read this and didn't see that?
You know what it is?
And how many of your computers didn't autocorrect it?
Have you guys ever read a book and you're reading and you get through a couple paragraphs and you realize that you did that thing where your eyes kind of glazed over and you saw the words,
Right.
but
They
you
didn't
didn't
register.
actually read. Have you guys done this?
Oh, yeah.
Not very much. I don't read very much.
Okay.
It's for nerds.
It's not fun.
I'm trying my
It's-
best
it's
recently.
not sexy.
You know, with all my self growth.
See, that's it's a daily thing though. You gotta one thing a day. You don't gotta grow it all in a week. So do the reading tomorrow.
Okay.
But
So I don't have to read today.
no, I'm fine.
I have a party tonight.
Yeah, you got plans.
I'd rather smoke weed.
read
Yes.
read the back of a shampoo bottle or something while you're taking a shit in your
Oh, we
bag
have
for
a
today.
book. We have a book called "Things to Do While You Poo,"
Oh,
That's a good book.
Oh, that sounds useful. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look that up. Is that on Amazon?
and it's called "Things to." And it's also there's also another one. It's "Things to Learn on the Loo."
Things to do while you poo tonight at 11.
Okay, I'm gonna try to read it in an Australian accent.
All right.
Traffic lights on McTerrill Boulevard, one of the city's busiest streets, are knocked out due to a violent rainstorm that passed over the city this morning. Although the storm did not last long, lightning struck the substation of one of the power companies and caused the outage.
Several accidents are being reported due to the lights being out, and our scene reporter informs that there were up to 45-minute delays in some areas.
You know, Mac, the second part, your voice really changed. really
Yeah.
different patois on
I'm
your
having
voice there.
literally the most fun I've ever had before noon.
Despite the chaos on McTerrill Boulevard, the power was restored by
Wow.
8:30.
Mac, the way you jump back and forth into that voice is so
Bitch,
good.
Like literally, my brain is on fire at all times. Like I don't know what's going on. Like,
I call that anxiety.
bitch, I'm not.
when my brain is on fire and keeps calling me
Call
bitch.
everyone a bitch.
I don't take the proper medication because I had a very bad doctor just for funs. Because he was just so
For
bad.
funsies.
He was just so bad, and I was
Yeah, like,
young.
I gotta keep going to this guy.
Right,
He sucks, but he's a riot.
I was young, so I figured I'd be fine. And like he just like would say the craziest shit. Like I had like a bump or something in my belly button, and he goes, "Oh, look, I have one too." He lifts up his fucking shirt,
Ew.
and he has
That's
a
not-
huge hernia, and he's like, "You can touch it if you want." And I'm like,
Hold on a second. We're not dipping into criminal territory here. Like,
I
this
didn't
man
say
committed a
anybody's-
crime.
I didn't say anybody's name, but
We need to, though, because he does not need to have a medical license.
This is malpractice. And icky.
so I don't go there anymore. I have a doctor's appointment. I have a doctor's appointment October 5th with a new doctor.
You want to call his
So you
office.
might be-
How often have you shown patients your belly button?
Hold
He
on a
probably a
second.
lot because he was really proud.
Hold on a second. Tell me you have a new doctor again.
I have a new doctor now.
We have a new
No
soundboard.
more hernias.
So he convinced me I had hernia as well when I didn't. And
That's not cool.
Wow.
yeah, and then so you might have a whole new me next episode because I'll be properly medicated.
A whole new me.
Girl,
Properly medicated.
I'm not a girl,
I'm not a
but I am a
woman.
woman.
I didn't know the pause on that. I'm sorry.
All I
count it out.
need is time
Is that
and
4 minute
proper
break.
medication to get me through another day. Don't wanna die.
I need to make sure and get a little basic drum kit on the
Not
board.
anymore.
Hilton's got it though.
I love it.
Is that Brittany?
Oh yeah,
That's
fuck
Brittany?
yeah. Have you all ever seen Crossroads 2002?
I missed it. I'm sorry.
That's what I grew up on.
Oh,
and so everyone needs to check Crossroads out.
Check out Crossroads.
It's the height of Britney, and she does "I Love Rock and Roll" in that movie.
Oh.
And
Wait, hold on.
Little Joan
She
Jett
does what
classic.
again?
I love rock and roll.
You're trying to bleep it?
I just thought it'd be funny. It's like make it sound like you said I love cock
bleep
and roll.
and roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just say cock. I love cock. Cock.
The moment I saw that this new board had a censor button on it, I was like, no, this
Do you guys
want to
know something super funny?
What's that?
Being pansexual and trying to explain that to your dad.
Well, Dad, I like to, and then, and then,
Dad, I like-
she'll-
And I like see. Hey,
I like.
this is fun.
Hey.
Hey. Oh man.
Speaking of cock, I saw the.
Wait, hold on. Let's make sure no one knows it's you.
Speaking of cock,
Oh, that was a devilish laugh for cock.
Here's the deal.
All right. Are you guys familiar with the OKC cock sculpture?
there's a cock in OKC.
Kind of.
There's lots of them.
Oklahoma cock.
It's a large metal.
I saw what you did there.
Thank you.
I missed it.
The C in OKC is Oklahoma cock.
Yeah, it's a cock ring actually.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is a ring of cock.
Oh yeah.
It is a giant metal ring.
Oh yeah. These dummies.
With
How
the
did
letters-
you not see it?
The letters OKC carved over and over and over again all over this large metal ring.
So it's just a gobbledygook of letters that just only spell cock over and over
yeah,
again.
that's all you can spell with those letters is cock.
Or cuck.
Cock. Or no, not even
No,
cock.
because there's an O in it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only cock, and it will only be cock for
Only
the
cock.
rest of my
Only cock. Only cock. Only cock.
Only cock.
How did I get sucked into the misogyny?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the
Sorry.
patriarchy
You know,
knows
the
no end.
patriarchy.
Yeah. Or this show is still.
Do you guys remember
This-
Blue Will when that comedian had us all chanting "Big Black Cock"?
Yes.
That was like the best moment of my life.
That was at Blue Well.
That
Yeah,
was
it was the year my mom died,
Goddamn
so-
comedy jam.
It was the year my mom died, so that they gave me like VIP passes,
And
I
it was
kinda,
about Jake and Kate.
I just remember chanting that. I just don't remember it being at a festival and everyone else being there.
No, it was the other time.
I kind of wish
Oh,
my mom
damn it.
could. I would kind of wish my mom could die every year, so I could get VIP passes again.
Well, you know, you got to look for the perks. That's the.
I heard I kind of wish my mom had diarrhea, and I was like, cool, but why? Also,
No, I
how?
don't wish that upon anyone, even my worst enemy.
Diarrhea?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish diarrhea. I wish a lot of people had diarrhea.
Yeah.
Like-
I know, me too.
Like I wish Ted
There's a-
Cruz had painful diarrhea today.
Oof. You know, here's the thing about it, though. I bet a lot of like high level federal lawmakers do.
I
have
just wish the
diarrhea.
Yeah, I-
entire Tulsa Police
I
Department
hope
had
Lindsey.
diarrhea.
I hope Lindsey Graham has really like
all cops have diarrhea.
Yeah.
ACHD.
ACAD. I don't.
ACHD. All cops have diarrhea.
cops
Oh,
are diarrhea?
ACO.
All cops are
ACOD.
diarrhea.
Are di-
That's the title.
Is so not.
All cops are diarrhea.
Coming up next week on
All cops are diarrhea.
All Cops of Diarrhea.
Oh, that's really fucking.
Some of them do be pretty shitty, though.
Maybe next week, do your paperwork.
Oh man. Yeah, so this sculpture is really just like the patriarchy shoving it in our face.
I mean, because I do fancy.
We gotta burn it down.
I mean, it's the best cock
it's
I've
metal,
ever seen.
So
It is the prettiest cock I've ever seen.
I have a stand-up
you know,
joke.
It's a tie.
I have a stand-up joke about taking a Plan B pill and how whenever you take a Plan B pill, it's never after you've been like rocked, like your world hasn't been rocked or
It's
anything.
been like really
It's
disappointing.
like pencil dick man that
Yeah.
like fucking cummed right when you
God damn
fucking.
it.
And it's like, why do I have to waste my money on that?
Oh my god,
And
that's an
then he went
amazing
inside.
bit.
Then he went inside of fucking Walgreens and bought the generic brand, and I was like, excuse me.
Yeah.
I am name brand gal.
Hey, if you ever have to buy someone Plan B, maybe make sure it's name brand.
yeah, that's
at
where
least.
you don't want to skimp.
Here, either name brand cock or name brand Plan B. You got one of the two. And if you're not bringing the name brand
brand
cock
B.
the night before, bring
You
the
don't
fucking
get-
name brand Plan
yeah.
B the next day. That name brand, that's a euphemism for quality. Like, we get that, right?
I can't stop looking at this cock.
Yeah, let's look up
Plan B?
look up Plan B sculpture.
Plan B.
See what pops up.
There's got to be something.
Okay, that's...
Wait, it's just necklaces. I don't think.
Yeah, okay. Plan B and other not so futile gestures. This is some kind of thing. Some kind of installation.
Okay.
Site-specific sculpture. This is...
Well, that
Don't
was
subscribe.
we don't need to subscribe. Yeah.
Okay, listen.
we watched some movie trailers.
We did.
We could actually talk about some of the topics on the show.
Let's do it.
Although we
I
talked
dare
about
you.
Britney, and I was going to bring up a topic that we didn't get to last week, but instead, Black Adam.
Black Adam.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
I have not seen this trailer yet, and I'm so thankful that I did this morning.
Well, I mean, Dwayne Johnson's pretty great.
That's also a joke I say. It's like I don't know
Rock
what my
the
type
Johnson. Rock the Johnson.
Rock my Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
is. Don't no, his name is Dwayne, not Dwayne, because my father's
Dwayne.
name is Dwayne.
Dwayne. Yeah, oh yeah.
And
this
so
you got to
this is
differentiate.
Dwayne.
This is
that.
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Yeah. No, this is The Rock. My world.
And what is your joke about? You have a joke about The Rock?
Yeah, I don't know what my type is. It's somewhere in between Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Kathy Rigby and Peter Pan.
Oh, that's...
Oh, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson has a vagina. Imagine the possibilities.
Huh.
Hilton is right now.
I'm gonna let you
See,
take over the show.
as
for
a
few.
bisexual, you understand.
Yeah, there's. I'm not
There's
sure
some perks to
what
that.
this is, but this is. I feel a little awakened.
Are you woke?
Welcome to.
I'm pretty woke.
You better not.
I'm pretty woke. But
Can't go to Florida now.
It's 11 a.m.
So this is based on a comic, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Black Adam is a DC Comics character. If you remember the Shazam movie that Zachary
I never
Levi
watched
edited.
Shazam, but
I haven't watched it either. But the character, him and Black Adam are diametrically opposed. Like Black Adam's his villain.
Oh shit, yeah, okay.
But in recent years in the comics, Black Adam, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, has been getting Black Adam has been kind of redeemed as
It's
an
The Rock in the
anti-hero.
comics?
No, it's not. I just it's but the character's being kind of redeemed as an anti-hero lately.
Okay.
He's
so this is like a villain movie?
is kind of a villain.
Redemption
It's an
story.
anti-hero,
I'm gonna go watch it just to see him.
right? Right, and I got to tell you, I think he looks like he's going to do well in it.
Him in Baywatch made me wet.
He was in Baywatch.
Period.
Yeah.
Oh man,
The new Baywatch
Oh, he was in the new Baywatch.
and Zac
Okay.
Efron. Oh my
Wow,
god!
that
Put
sounds
me
like
in
a
a
fun
room
movie.
with those two.
Yeah, they're casting handsome men in movies. Huh?
That's a meat sandwich where
I
even
think
the bread
it's
is
kind of
meat.
like part of the appeal of Hollywood.
That's the thing. Wow, I like that. So now Hollywood producers are like, let's get me a good-looking man from a movie. I want good-looking people.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a while.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go check out movies.
I need to see more movies.
Movies sound neat with their good-looking people.
Oh, and I like gasped in the trailer when Viola Davis popped up. and
Yeah.
I want to see Woman King so bad.
Oh, I didn't know
So
Viola
it
Davis
reminded
was in
me of
that.
Woman King.
Okay.
You didn't know Viola
I
Davis
don't
was
know
in that?
anything about Woman King except
She's
that, like,
the lead. It's like Viola Davis.
oh,
as
that's
the
her
Woman
movie.
King.
See, a week and a half ago, I'd never heard about this movie. And then now I know that this movie exists because I've heard the title everywhere. And I don't know
well,
anything else about it.
She's just so super talented.
So
and,
Viola
like,
Davis, is it a true story
Quite
or,
good.
or
it's
a
based on a true story.
Okay. We should have watched that. I'm sorry we didn't watch that.
That's okay. I'll forgive you.
Okay.
You can still come to my birthday party.
I should still come to your birthday party.
And then we're also doing a BYOC, so it's like bring your own cake.
Oh,
And I want to have like a church lady cake table.
cake.
Yeah.
Wasn't that special?
Bless your heart. I'm like Christian some days.
I got a question, and I know y'all have it too. What is up the devil's ass?
I love fucking Rice Effons and Lil Nicky as the devil. He's so sexy. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
The British guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And have you seen Pirate Radio?
Once a long time ago.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, Rice Ifans. I only know him. He was in the Amazing Spider-Man. Everything I do is filtered through a superhero lens.
It is comics.
It's not
really
not
wonderful.
okay.
But he's Lizard Man and
He was Lizard Man,
Spider-Man.
exactly, yeah.
Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. That's
Yeah?
who I'm playing. I'm gonna play Winifred Sanders in the next show.
Yeah, that's why I pulled this up. There's been a lot of chatter about Hocus Pocus 2 coming back to Disney, coming to Disney Plus.
And it is a movie. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. September 30th. It is already going to be streaming next week on Disney Plus, so just in time for October
Sanderson.
and spoopy season.
I think after I have my yard sale, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Like after I work hard and sweat, I'll shower and then put this on.
the yard
When does
sale
it
is
drop?
next weekend.
October 1st, yeah, the first day of Halloween. It's a backyard bazaar.
You're gonna bring let artists and young entrepreneurs set up shop in the
Yeah.
backyard until the city shuts
I
you
literally
down.
don't give a fuck anymore. Like
No.
I'm living in my own world and
Come get me.
Yeah.
come and get me.
You're
I'm
gonna
a
be
hard ass.
you're gonna be like living in like a tiny house with solar panels.
Not at all. I need space.
You need space.
I have
okay.
anxiety. Like I need
You're
my
gonna
own
live
little
in a normal size house with solar panels, living off the grid.
Yeah, for sure. I do crave that.
On some
like every
land.
day.
Yeah.
Making gravy.
Would you do a commune with like
yes, I'm
like
actually in the it's actually in the works.
that's a work. You strike me as communal.
I'm finding we need to find a fucking me and my friends. I just want to find a plot of land. We have a huge ass garden. We have a donkey. I need a fucking donkey.
That was my next question. Was your gardening? You're a gardener?
Not yet.
Not yet, but you want to be.
So we tried to plant last year, but we had some asshole bunnies that got in the way.
Eating up all the shit.
So we need to do like a raised flower bed. So I don't know shit about gardening, but I
Yeah.
kind of I'm a wing it
Hilton
woman.
knows about pests.
I know about fucking hornworms, and they are
What?
the worst.
I've never heard.
Oh, I will pull up a picture. These bastards.
No, I don't know if I want that.
No, I want you to be able to spot them.
No, I don't know if I want the hornworm.
Oh, I'm scared of a
That's-
hornworm.
That's the hornworm.
They're adorable.
He is disgusting.
Oh, but he's cute.
He is not cute, and he decimated my
I'm a
cherry
horny
tomato plants.
worm.
Yeah, well, I mean, big same, but the
That is a 5-spotted hawk moth.
no, yes, the moth, but the other 5 pictures.
But why is that the headline?
Oh,
And
well, yeah.
hornworm invasion did come up, so it is common.
Oh, okay. Can a
Wait,
hornworm
so
hurt you?
do they turn into those?
Maybe they do.
Oh, hawk moth. That was that's the bad guy character in fucking Ladybug and Miraculous.
Was hawk moth?
Hawk moth.
That sounds like a.
And I would always think they were saying hog maw.
That would probably. That sounds like he'd be voiced by Kevin Spacey.
While we're on the topic of superhero movies,
Yes.
I'm so mad at Wonder Woman. I'm so mad at how Wonder Woman turned out because it fucking I'm gonna say it. It just made me so mad because the whole movie was like women empowerment. We are warriors. Like we can do this, just us. And then it ends with like the number one meaning of life is falling in love with this man, and it just pissed me off.
You're talking about Wonder Woman 1984.
No, I'm talking about the first one
Was the original? Was that it was
with
all about
Chris Evans. It ends with Chris Evans.
Yes, Chris Pine.
Oh yeah, Chris Pine. It ends with Chris Pine, and it was just I remember that very vividly of
Yeah.
it just being like about their relationship, and I was like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Like who was in charge of this?
Yeah, and that's the thing is Wonder Woman was one of those movies that was so great in parts, and then there were moments where you're just like, nope, it just kind of fell back into the tropes
Yeah.
that these movies do fall into all too often.
Sorry, I disappeared there. I looked up hog maw.
Hogmaw.
Because I wanted to remember what it was. It's pig stomach.
Ooh.
And it's real yucky looking.
Yeah, that's gross.
But it's a food.
I'm not gonna.
I've never seen Dogma, and I really want to.
Oh, that's a
Dogma,
good movie.
the
Yeah.
movie?
with
I like
with
that
the
movie.
late
Alan
Rickman.
Yeah.
And the still living Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
I stand
And
with Ben
Laura
Affleck.
San Giacomo, I think. Yeah.
Mm,
You're gonna look that up, too?
I
Didn't she
don't
play the
think
lead?
that's her. No.
I like
it's
her
totally-
name though.
Wait.
No.
No.
Oh, pretty sure it is.
No, it's
Ah.
Oh, Kevin Smith.
Linda
is in it too?
Fiorentino.
Linda Fiorentino. You're right. All right. My bad. Sorry, Linda Fiorentino.
Yeah, get it right or pay the price.
Speaking of
Do
early,
you know what that's from?
Wait,
Did you ever?
do it again.
Get it right or pay the price.
Get it right or pay the price.
Did you ever used to watch Salute Your Shorts?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's from the commercial. That's what it was, yeah.
No, it was from the theme song.
That's what was the theme song, yeah.
Camp Bonawana, we hold you in our hearts, and when we think about you, it makes me wanna fart. We hold you. I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price.
Yeah.
Oh, I farted yesterday. And
Bobby Budnick.
Me too.
It was one of those farts
No, I
that I
did.
felt really bad about.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
I
Did
you
farted.
shart?
I farted in the living room, and like we were like eating dinner.
Hey y'all, Eleanor sharded the other day. And it's a-
Poor kiddo.
Aww.
It was funny, huh?
it was objectively hilarious.
Damn it.
Oh, okay.
But I felt
Well,
bad
yep.
for it.
Yep,
Yeah,
but-
you feel bad for her, but it was
But-
very funny.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, she realized at 6 years old that you can't always trust a fart.
Oh, I learned that at 22.
The barrier
That's
failed.
late.
Or it was somewhere around then
What's the-
because I was on my way to literally I've never done this before in my life, guys, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Literally.
on my way to bury my mother's ashes.
Oh, wow.
And I'm in Tulsa. She's buried in Chandler. So you have to get on the turnpike, the Turner Turnpike. And on the Turner Turnpike, you can't stop to go to the bathroom until Midway. And I get on the turnpike and my brother's ahead of me on his motorcycle. And so like we're not in communication because he can't answer the phone or anything.
Yeah.
I get on the turnpike from Tulsa, and then I trusted a fart, and I sharted, and literally my mom's ashes are like right there, and I'm like, why did this happen right now? So we like are at the pavement place.
For this story.
What for the
For the
story?
story.
For the
Fucking
story,
right.
yeah.
We're at the turnpike,
booth?
the toll booth. Thank you.
Welcome.
We're at the toll booth, and my brother's like on the motorcycle with his helmet on, and I'm like, I shit my pants. Like I'm trying to tell him like what happened. Then we need to stop because he was ahead of me, and he finally got it. And anyways, and we were meeting my Uncle Steve at the gravestone.
Yeah.
So it was like we were an hour late. And I couldn't be like, oh, sorry, Uncle Steve, I fucking shit my pants.
I sharded.
Sorry, Uncle Steve, I sharded.
I had an accident at the booth. That's a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. When you think there's a swear where there's not. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, yeah. That's always good.
That's funny. Oh, man. Remember the unnecessary censorship? What was that on Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or,
Pretty sure. Jim Fallon or
Kimmel.
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 Yeah.
Is Kimmel still going?
Kimmel's still going.
Do you want a snowman? Do you believe in
I'm not a girl, not yet a woman. All I need is time. The moment that is cock.
Oh, this is a fun one. Why does it hurt when I poop, Hilton?
There's a name for the little part of your butt that can tell when it's a fart or when
Wait,
it's
what?
a poop. There's a name for that.
And it
Is it
just
your-
like goes out of
Is
commission.
it your butt hymen?
Is there a butt hymen?
Yeah, essentially, it's the butt
I
hymen.
broke that on my
There we
hymen.
go.
Ew.
We're gonna little learn
How can your butt tell a poop from a fart? This is something you have now Googled.
It's
This is a,
all right.
this is a
Oh.
men's health article.
In the embryo, there's a long tube known as the gut tube. He explains in a new video.
This will eventually become the digestive tract. This tube can be broken down into the foregut, midgut, and hindgut.
There's a thing. Damn it! He's not saying the name of the thing. There's a part.
There's a part.
Your butt can
Tactile nerve
Wait.
endings in your rectal erase. Wait, what was that?
flatulence.
All right. Well, next week we'll
What's
have
your
it.
gas is trying to tell?
Doing it today.
Next up on opinions.
If you know the answer, hit us up at olapodcast@gmail.com.
Oh wait, was that
and let us
Rosario
know.
Dawson in Clerks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's in Clerks 2
Clerks
and 3.
Oh
Three
fuck! I'm
is
so
out.
sorry, Clerks. I knew that.
Clerks 3 came out real briefly. Was only in theaters for like a week.
Yeah.
And then
That
December.
tracks.
Recently?
Yeah, like last week almost.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Is it on the platform now?
It's about to
yet.
be on December. It looks like
Okay.
coming to Blu-ray and.
Oh, literally, it says it.
That's the headline. That's you. You're right on track with us. That's
I had to
exactly how we
pee-
do news
I had to
here.
pee, so I can't read.
Oh, okay. Well, should
You
we
can go pee?
We can. Should we wrap it up? Where
No,
we
we
at?
can pause it.
We can pause.
Yeah, we can bust a quick pause.
Yeah.
You can go pee-pee?
Yeah. Do you want
You can go psycho potty?
pee
Do
break?
you want to go teach me about 9/11 while
go
I
potty?
pee?
We're gonna come ask you about 9/11 while you pee.
We'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right.
Laura San Giacomo.
Laura, we've all had a pee.
wasn't in
Everyone's
that
had a
movie.
wee.
Yeah.
Everyone's bladders are relieved. Was it all the talk about the poop barrier that made everyone have to pee-pee?
Well, yeah. I wouldn't have to poop.
I'm 2 coffees in.
Man,
Yeah.
she wasn't in
Coffee
Dogma,
does that.
but Laura San Giacomo's fantastic.
Yes, of course.
Rosario, I should have realized Rosario Dawson was my pan awakening whenever I saw her in Rent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's incredibly attractive.
She was the best Mimi.
Yeah, she was good. That's a great fucking show.
I used to strut down Japanese streets singing that to with my CD player in hand. Like,
How long were you living in Japan for?
it was a total of 9 years. So we
Wow.
lived there whenever I was 1 to 7, and then we moved back, and I was like 9 to 12.
Cool. Now, where were you back in the States between those 2 stretches in Japan?
Yeah, we moved. We were in Yokosuka, which is by Tokyo. Then we were in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, wow. Which
It's
is
actually-
exactly like Japan.
It's humid as fuck, like Japan.
Japan was real humid also?
Yeah, like I've lived in like the most humid locations, and my hair doesn't belong. Like,
Yeah.
and so we went to Jacksonville, which actually wound up being like the best years of my life ever, because Florida's just fucking wild.
It is wild.
That's where
There's
I
no
actually
laws there.
all injuries I've ever sustained, like major injuries, have been on my ass, and it all started in Florida.
Always butt injuries, always in Florida.
Right. Well, we fucking found like a plank, and we decided to make a bench on top of 2 palm trees.
Yeah.
And so we like climbed up the palm tree and put the bench on top, and like I sat on it first, and then all of our friends went and took a sit on the bench, and then I go up for round 2, and then the palm tree breaks on the right side, and I fall down the length of these palm trees, and my ass cheek got impaled by like a palm branch, like it. So there's just a permanent muscle thing on my ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Florida hurts my butt.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of Florida's MO, though.
Uh-huh,
Florida's a
yeah.
little butt injuring state.
Florida.
Well, I
Florida
also
is
injured,
a butt hurt state.
I mean, I've injured my ass in Oklahoma too. My freshman year of college, I went on a slip and slide ass first, and I bruised my tailbone.
Well, I gotta say, I mean, as parts of your body to injure, the ass is pretty low on the. Like, you don't want to injure like your face.
You never know how important your ass is until you
Till it hurts
injure
because you
it.
sit on it.
You got to sit. That's true. That's
That
true. It impacts
fucking
the
tailbone
sitting.
injury, and now it's fucked my tailbone for the rest of my life. Like, it's
wow.
so annoying.
I take it back. I was wrong.
Take it back.
My bad.
I've also fallen through, just me as a fat kid, like, I've fallen through a lot of shit, so I think my ass is just, like, sore, man.
Your ass has been the landing pad.
I literally fell through a trampoline one time.
Wow.
Like, it split open on me.
That's the trampoline.
And I literally split. Thank you, Hilton.
The
It's okay.
trampoline's got one job. Not
You
let
have
the
one
people
job.
go through.
Don't let the child fall through.
Yeah. That's
When you see like 6 kids all going nuts on a trampoline and then one kid falls through, you're like, oh, that was a fucked up trampoline. That was
Yeah,
an
that's-
old
I
trampoline.
ain't blaming that
It's
kid.
what's funny about it was just me by myself on the trampoline. My brother was on the way down the hill to be on the trampoline with me, and then that's when I fell through. And
And
my
you saw it
brother
happen,
just
and
like
then it exploded.
bust up laughing. What's funny is my brother's been there for like all of this shit. He also like went up this bicycle ramp in Florida, and the handlebar went in through his. He like broke a rib when he was like 10.
the handlebar broke his rib.
Florida's fucking wild.
That's where they
man.
break. That's where they make children and they break
'em.
children.
Make them and break them.
Make them and break them.
That's on their license plate.
Yeah,
Florida.
that's the
Make them
motto.
and break them.
Yeah.
I mean, Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
It was in Florida. That was all in Florida.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I just remember how obsessed when my mother was with that case. Like, it was on our TV like 24/7, and I'm
Really?
like, okay, clearly he did it. Can we just turn to like Survivor or something?
Right. Anything else?
Right.
Really, yeah. Yeah. I lived in Florida too, in Fort Lauderdale, and then Oakland Park, which is really just greater Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I did 2 years there. So
You did 2 years
I
there.
did 2 years in Fort
Florida
Lauderdale.
is a prison.
Really, it kind of broke my spirit. but,
Damn.
yeah,
How old
Orlando.
were you when you were in Fort Lauderdale?
I
What the
was-
fuck? I lost
Fort
words.
Lauderdale. That's like my broken arrow.
I gave up.
I moved from Fort Lauderdale to Broken Arrow.
It's one of those words that makes you sound drunk.
Lauderdale.
How old were you? I love acting drunk, dude. How old were you when you were in Fort Lauderdale?
Have to go for Lauderdale.
You know what I've got a renewed interest in? Acting old. What? Speak up. How you talking so low?
I cannot wait to get away with shit by just pretending to be confused. It's gonna be the fucking
You
best.
touch someone's boob.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
I didn't know.
That
this
was a little bit like
blood.
Biden there, wasn't it? Sorry, bud. What's the deal?
What is this malarkey?
I had asked Morgan what "Let's Go, Brandon" meant.
You did?
Yeah, I just don't pay attention. I just like feel like
Well, you know, another reason is just because it's very stupid.
it's so dumb.
It's
Like I was
very
like, you can't
stupid.
fucking come up with something else.
No, they think it's funny. Just say, fuck you, Joe Biden.
Yeah.
That's what the Democrats do.
Exactly. Guess what? Whenever we elect people and they don't do the things we want, we criticize them. We don't fucking lick their balls.
Yeah.
I don't lick any balls anymore. Thank God.
And you shouldn't. You
Yeah,
know
no,
why?
it's-
They're gross as hell.
Right?
A lot of guys not taking care of the balls.
I have them.
Here's the deal.
That's gross.
Got to clean the
Were
balls.
you the one that
gotta
told me
trim-
about the blow
gotta
dryer?
Trim the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank
Blow
you.
dryer. Oh, that's a good bit. The blow
I just
dryer.
like spread my.
Blow dryer on your taint?
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking game changer.
that's a
I
fucking
just, you know, I
delight.
just spread
That's
my
what the
cheeks
cold
and let the
button's
fan
for.
get it.
That's what the cold button's for.
Cold, but yeah, I mean, honestly,
They don't
what
tell
else
you
is
that in
it
the
for?
instruction
So you
manual.
don't
That's
crisp
directly
it.
from my stand-up.
You try not to crisp your taint. Oh, man. Oh, taint misbehaving.
Do girls have taints?
Everyone's got a taint.
Everyone has a taint.
Oh, because it's between your boot, it's
genitals
between
and
your
your
sex hole and your
butthole.
butthole.
Yeah.
And your butholi.
One hole taint the other. What do you want to talk about? Mariah Carey? Little
Oh,
Nas
she
X?
fucking glittered. That album got me through some shit.
It's almost time. It's almost time for my favorite Christmas song.
Oh, really?
Bad Religion?
It is?
The Mariah Carey song?
It's really good. You
I
like
love that song. Everybody hates it, and I like that.
All
I
I
sang
want-
that
don't
in
give a
show
fuck.
choir. That's
Yeah.
what I was saying about high
fine.
school earlier. Is like I loved high school because it was just performing all day long. Like
Yeah.
I went from competitive drama to one acts to show choir to musical theater,
I was
and like
Nice.
I was the same kid. I was marching band, jazz band, choir, show choir.
it was so cool.
man.
And I got to just work on creative shit like all day long and like.
See?
But that's what the
I only
review
had
has
2
brought back.
classes my senior year that weren't music.
Same. And that's what
fucking
the
rule.
review has like brought back into my life is like all day I'm like working on new segments or like working on and like we do have that's why I think it worked at the Shrine or works at the Blackbird because I do have music in it too and I want to lean towards a house band because then it would be throughout the entire show instead of
you could have them kind of set up in the corner and then playing people on and off, playing a little intermission,
that would be so fun.
doing some music before the show starts. You know, that's and then
Yeah.
when it ends, they come on and do another set. You got people hanging out, chatting each other up. It's more money for the bar. There's a
And I
lot-
used to do humorous interpretation. I made it to state, and humorous interpretation is when you do an entire scene and you play all the characters at once, and you like shift to different characters. And I really want to do that in one of the shows
I like that
because I want to come back with. I want to keep doing that shit because it was so fun.
yeah,
It is fun. You know what else is fun?
that is
Live
fun.
music.
Live music. That's
You ever listen to the Mars Volta? Do you know about them?
I'm sorry, I haven't.
No?
I don't really know much about them.
It's my birthday though. That's my
So-
birthday.
At the drive-in
That
was
was your birthday. Is no, the 22nd was your birthday?
9/22/22?
Yeah. So, and
9/22/22?
another belated happy birthday.
No, the Mars Volta was one of the 2 bands that came from the split of At the Drive-In, which
Yes,
was
and the other one was
Sparta.
Sparta, yes.
So Mars Volta's been around for a while. This is the guy whose wife used to be with Danny Masterson, and she was the one that finally put her name on the lawsuit so as to actually bring charges against Danny Masterson that had been avoided by the Church of Scientology for a lot of years.
And this is about his abuse.
Yeah, it's rape
Rape,
and
rape.
drugging and rape.
Good.
Danny Masterson's a real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, the Mars Volta has a new album out.
They
a
are not
whole-
pieces of shit.
No. They have a whole new album out, and they just played their first live show in 10 years in Dallas. They are, of course, from, I believe, El Paso.
Oh, okay.
There was a couple other videos in that in the article.
Yeah, they are from El Paso. That's right.
It's just 2 people.
No, there's a whole band. So there was an article where that had a bunch of different videos. There we go. Let's see. Go. Do that one.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one people recognize. So their very first album was called Deloused in the Comatorium.
I love it.
Well, sure.
So Cedric, the lead singer, I believe, was in the church for a while. He and his wife were both in the church. Mars Volta's lyrics and At the Drive-In lyrics have always been very, very strange, and I always wonder how much of that was the church.
Okay.
Weird time signatures.
And do you see where they played?
Small club.
Yeah, it looks small, is why I ask. Very intimate recording.
Looks to be maybe the size of Tulsa Theater.
Yeah.
Anyway, so their new stuff is surprisingly different from this. It's a lot more like electronic-y and a lot more like poppy. If you go back to that article, there's one on there called Go Up. That one. Black Light Shine. This is from their brand new album.
Ooh,
Okay.
are we gonna listen to it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's at the factory in Deep Ellum.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That makes sense. He's got a really crazy range.
I didn't know them before, but I'm happy I do now.
They're very cool. It's very different, very weird at times, but
I'm into it.
super cool. But yeah, those two guys are the main. They're the main.
That's
part.
who were in the pictures.
Yeah, the rest of the band has sort of rotated members here and there. Good shit though.
Yeah.
Glad to see them back and with a new album.
Right there.
And hopefully they'll take down that dickhead Danny Masterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I've had it with all the dickheads.
Yep.
Got to keep pushing
I
back.
chopped up
A lot
like,
of 'em in that
so
church, too.
much wood in my backyard, and I just like chopped to the beat of my abuser's rage. Like it got a lot of stuff done.
Hell
so-
yeah.
Yeah.
Very cathartic, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
at least a good use for that. Try and
Uh-huh.
just channel it into some energy to do
Chop
something
it out.
productive.
Chop it out, baby.
I did. I chopped it out because the system won't do it.
Goddamn right.
I got a project in the works. I'm getting ready to paint the dining room.
Oh shit.
I'm going to paint a new color on the wall. Going to add a little light to my life.
Is it going to be just
What
a different
color?
shade of white?
Different, no, more of a kind of a golden yellow called Yukon
Ooh,
Gold.
I love it. Is your dining room next to your kitchen?
It is, yeah.
Because like you'll love a good gold and,
And that's
yellow
and
next
that
to the kitchen.
that wall's going to bleed
very
into the kitchen a little
70s
bit.
feel.
That'll be what's behind the stove and the fridge. Although there's not really a lot of exposed wall there.
We're not renting from the previous renters anymore, and the person renovating it, like they were starting to renovate our house. Like we have a new roof now. They're about to redo our floors, which is like really cool because
Yeah.
our
Yeah, we
floors
just had
are
our
like
floors
fucking.
redone.
They look nice. These some good damn floors,
Yeah, these floors rule.
and I can't wait to go upstairs.
Oh, when it's finished, yeah. I was like, wait, what? I forgot that Becky mentioned, like, yeah, sometime we'll have to show you upstairs when it's not a complete disaster.
Mac's like, no, now.
Nah, I would show you.
Take me now.
I'll
But then
be
Becky
okay.
would be very mad.
Yeah. She's like, I wanted to show it off later.
How dare you?
She has a potty mouth.
She
Wow.
verbally abuses me all the time.
Very abusive woman. That's you know.
For the record, that does not happen.
No. Becky's a sweetheart. We've had her on the show
Multiple
couple
times?
times now. Yeah. You know who we've not had on the show?
Who?
Mario.
Chris Pratt?
Mario. If you
Mario?
Mario Lopez?
Mario Lopez. He hit Saved by the Bell and what game show? Did he used to host a game show?
He was the host of.
Is it Match Game? No.
It was something like love related. Oh, he was on. I don't give a fuck
Dating
about
game?
him.
Love Connection? I don't know. Let's look up Mario Lopez. We don't talk enough
So you'd
about
say
him.
it, Mario?
I
For real?
I
Instinctively, yes.
Instinctively, yeah. I know now that I'm supposed to say Mario if I don't want to be mocked by my friends.
Oh,
But if,
well, you see, I'm Teresa Caputo, so I understand.
yeah, see,
You
because
could say Mario.
Growing
If you want, I can give you a reading right now.
growing up on the island, we said Mario. That was his
Mario.
name.
I
Lopez.
want you to know
Yeah.
that you can say Mario all you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
This is safe pace.
This is a
Don't
safe
you
space?
dare let my ribbing.
Your playful ribbing.
Yes, don't you let that dictate your vernacular.
Hilton, can I say how much I love how tatted up you've become?
I do too.
My
That's-
spouse said to me the other day, they're like, "You're really getting tatted up," and it just like got me so happy.
It's fun. Yeah,
I love doing this with you.
My roommate does that occasionally. He'll say, "You got a lot of tattoos now," and I'm like, "Yes, I do."
Yeah, I want to get more. They're so expensive.
They are. They're very expensive. But
Oh
but
my
it's-
gosh, my dad made me feel like shit about it the other day because I told him about my sleeve.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, where's that money come from?" Because I don't have a job right now. And I was like, "Hey, if you could just shut the fuck up because this
Yeah,
keeps
that's when
me
you
like
go.
literally sane,
That's when you go. It's gonna come from wherever the fuck I make it come from because I'm fucking grown.
and I need to have it in order to not drink alcohol."
Settle down, Dwayne.
I just be
Yeah,
like,
settle down, D. Wayne. You ain't no Dwayne, The Rock Johnson.
I just tell him I'm so glad you asked. Here's the link to my Venmo. Just donate whatever you can. It's fine. You know.
Oh right, like Dad, you want to pay for my next tattoo?
Thank you. That's really sweet of you. I'm not
He
sure
did.
where
I
it's going
think
to come
he paid
from.
for my. No, I paid for my first one.
Really.
My brother has paid for a lot of mine.
Your dad's
Not
been,
this one though. I have an envelope.
Your dad's been a big supporter of your comedy over the years.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't get that, and my dad tries to make it to each show he can.
That's really
But
cool.
it's hilarious because he lives in Claremore, and he just like he works all day, and like some nights he'll call me before a show or something. He's like, "I'm so sorry, babe girl. I literally tried to fall asleep on my way home." I was like, "Please, for the love of God, don't come."
Oh yeah. Well, and because we as performers, you know, it's like we love when people come out to the show, but when people can't, we get it.
Yeah, for sure.
There's plenty of shows that I haven't been able to go to that I've wanted to.
And he makes it. We're actually. I mean, I'm gonna subtle brag on me for a second because
Wait.
my brother and I. He likes to point out. Wait, what are we? Are we
No.
still on Mario?
I
We
am,
are.
but
He has a lot of himself credits.
yeah, he just plays himself a lot.
I
Well,
mean,
he's hosted a lot of things. That's what it was.
Are you Mario Lopez, Hilton?
I am. I am actually. A lot of people don't know that about me. I'm actually Mario Lopez.
Lot of
What's
people don't know that
the
about
What's
me.
the newest thing down at the very bottom?
Holiday in Santa Fe.
Oh God.
I'm interested in that because he's playing somebody named Tony
Tony-
Ortega, and Tony Ortega is a known critic of Scientology,
Oh,
like a famous
Whoa,
writer.
connections. Kenny Ortega choreographed Dirty Dancing.
oh,
I wonder if there's any relation.
maybe so. Dirty Dancing. That's where you're not allowed to put baby in the corner.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know this. Real babies just fine in the corner. No problem being.
My
in the corner.
favorite Dirty Dancing quote is when Johnny and Baby are coming up the hill,
Yeah.
and Johnny Castle goes, "He wouldn't know what hit him if it hit him in the pachanga."
Okay, so he
Yeah.
is definitely not playing known Scientology critic Tony Ortega.
Okay.
In the very much Hallmark-looking movie Holiday to Santa Fe, sparks fly when a greeting card executive arrives in Santa Fe to acquire a tight-knit family company that creates ornaments inspired by Mexican Christmas traditions.
Cute.
Ooh. Okay. That sounds.
Every goddamn
and
holiday
multicultural.
movie is like corporate guy comes into or corporate someone comes into small town and tries to take the family thing.
Have you
and
seen the
then-
movie New in Town?
Hell no.
No.
Okay, it is the best movie ever. It's Renee Zellweger and Harry Connick
Oh,
Jr.
I do like them. They are
and
great.
she is an executive from Miami, and she's assigned a she's assigned a factory in Minnesota.
See,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like
Exact
very
same
much
plot.
like that.
Yeah.
they're literally all the same plot.
There's a Christmas movie, Christmas Hallmark style movie. It's actually going to be on the Great American Family Channel,
Get the fuck out of here.
which used to be the Great American Country Channel. But it is a
makes
Hallmark style movie starring Candace Cameron Bure
Fuck.
Oh, is that the one that's
bitch.
filming here or something?
in Owasso,
That's right.
Oklahoma.
No, she's
Yeah.
a real cunt.
she fucking sucks ass.
Does she?
Yes.
She's no good?
No,
Yeah, her
nobody
and her
watched that
brother.
movie.
Rip.
Her and her
Well,
brother.
Kirk Cameron, he of the
She's just
Banana
as
Proves
bad.
God.
She's just as bad.
Yeah. And I believe in God, for the record. I think I'm probably the
Well, you're from Long Island
yeah, that's where back there we believe in God and the spirits.
and Catholic.
And well, yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Not me, the good Jewish boy. But
He said God, not Jesus.
yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. I don't know about his kid.
I get them mixed up.
God's cool. I like that God, but I don't know about
I
his
don't
kid.
know about his kid.
I don't know about his kid.
I don't know about his kid.
I don't know about his
He
kid.
just kind of disappeared till he was 33.
This dude's 33. He comes back. He starts talking like he knows everything. He's telling people how to live their lives.
Walking
He's
on
flipping-
water.
He went to the bazaar. He's flipping over the tables.
They did nothing.
They're just trying to change some money. I don't get it. Anyway,
His kid's got problems.
Kids got
His kid
problems.
got problems.
You know what? But the Romans, they had
You
an
know
idea
who his
for him.
problem is? His dad.
His
Dad's
dad.
not there.
He's got an absentee father.
I was in a
His mother was active in his life. Even his stepdad was trying to be a good dad.
I was in a same-sex relationship, and she was super Christian, and she was like, in order for me to stay with you, I'd really love it if you had a relationship with God.
And then you said, well, we don't have a relationship.
Well,
anymore.
it was a different time in my life, and I said,
Yeah.
okay, I'll go to church with you. And so I went to church with her. And while we were praying, I went to go reach for her hand, as I do when I pray. I hold people's hand next to mine. And she like
Yeah.
moved my hand away. And I was like, okay, I'm okay, like being Christian or whatever. Like I have a relationship with whoever I believe in. But you're gonna hold my hand in fucking church.
Yeah, you're not going to like be
Yeah.
closeted for this hour.
I'm not gonna be closeted in my church.
Forever, you shouldn't.
Well, also, and church is the kind of place where people hold hands, even if
Not
it
all
wasn't,
of them.
Even if it
They
wasn't,
don't hold hands at Catholic Church, Hilton.
they're too busy kneeling and sitting and kneeling and standing
Right.
and
So
kneeling
if you
and singing and kneeling
so
and
if you
standing.
tried to hold someone's hand at a Catholic
You
church,
needed to put
they
on
would
the pew
slap
to
it away
stand
and say,
up.
"What the fuck are you doing?"
I was
They're
at a
also-
Southern Baptist church.
yeah, they're also very violent. The Catholics, very violent.
It's
There's
true.
a lot of violence.
Yeah,
Specifically to hands, they like rulers on the hands.
They love a good
They like
hand
to
smack.
use the back of their hand to slap your hand.
hand smacking
grandma
is my
used to do
Catholic
that.
kink.
My friend in high school, she was Catholic, and she had a T-shirt that said "Dare to be Catholic" on
Dare
the
to
back.
be Catholic. Dare to be Catholic.
Dare to be Catholic.
Dare to be Catholic. Our new
that's
my
good.
next podcast.
That's the shout out to Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, good old Weird Al. Did you guys watch the movie?
No.
Is it out?
I don't know. Let's
I
find
don't
out.
think it's
I
out.
don't think
yet.
it's out yet. I would have watched it.
Yeah,
Really?
I think it's out in like October.
I'm just gonna type in weird.
Did
movie.
y'all ever see Swiss Army Man with Daniel
No.
Radcliffe?
No, was that good?
I am learning, you guys.
You are. You're a teacher.
Getting us
We're
learn.
here to learn.
Vacation,
November 4th.
Wow, they're doing a lot of build up to that.
Yeah.
as they should.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Dare to be Catholic. Dare to be Catholic. Oh man, that's very funny.
Yeah.
I just remember living in
Living in
something living in an Amish
paradise.
paradise. That was late weird.
That's radio.
Yeah, that is later weird.
That was my generation weird.
I was early weird. I was Dare to be Stupid era.
Yeah.
I was
Even worse.
MacArthur Park.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that one? The Jurassic Park
Yep.
theme.
That was when I was kind of on the outs with Weird Al. I
Yeah.
liked my music very serious back then. Didn't like the weird music. Wanted the serious music.
You're like no
You're not
jokes.
fucking around.
Yeah.
Jokes have left the room.
No
Music
Weird
is
Al.
here.
Serious.
Y'all, there is a
Steve.
song. If anybody's listening to this podcast right now,
Yep.
and you can help me. So I had my iPod, and I usually had plugged it into my car. And my car had gotten broken into one night, and I didn't think that they took anything. And then a couple days later, I go to listen to my iPod, and they took my iPod from like high school. So it had so many songs on it. And there was a song on it that it was like, this is what's so difficult about it. The song title was like a series of numbers and letters. And it was like an EDM song. And it had an 11 in it, I think. But I've looked it up so many times high, and I can't find it. And so if you know what I'm talking about,
And you have no idea who the artist was.
slide into my DMs. No idea. I believe there was a female voice, a woman voice in it.
Okay.
That's that's the thing about it. Is like once I listen to it, I'm just gonna be like, ah.
So it's an electronic music
I believe, yes.
with
Electronic dance
with
music.
some kind of woman's voice. Do you remember? Was she singing or was she just making noise with her voice? Like,
No, she was singing, and then it would like.
so there were actual lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, she sang words.
I feel like it was like 11F590 or something.
Okay.
Like, it was that many numbers and letters.
11F. So only probably about somewhere between like 5 and 8
Numbers and
characters.
letters, yeah.
And it was just a mix of letters and numbers. You are confident in that.
I am confident in that.
Okay.
But I've done a lot of drinking.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing over here.
It's not. I don't know what it is. We'll never know what it is. And I've come to terms, but
I got an article here with songs with numbers in the title.
that's what I did. And it's like 1999, Million Reasons. Trust me, I now know every song that has numbers and letters in the title. Jesus Christ. Polynomial. Is that a math thing?
Probably. 180 dB, IZUS, 54 simu.
I'm sorry
All
if
right.
this bugs y'all too in the future, but
I mean, it's gonna have me
I'll
going.
never give up now.
that'd be so dope if you sent it to me one day. We would be best friends forever. Not that we aren't already, but like I would buy you a bracelet or something.
Every Oakenfold song, like there's got to be something. Like, so you talk about electronic music with good female vocals, and I immediately think of Orbital. I immediately think of Lamb. Think a little bit about Oakenfold, to a lesser degree, Aphex Twin. And then you factor in weird song titles like Just Numbers and Letters. And a lot of that tracks with all of those.
I know.
Oh, this is going to be fun. This will be a fun little mystery. If you guys know, listening, who this could be, drop us an email at olapodcast@gmail.com. That is a real and functioning email address that not enough of you are writing us.
I triple dog dare you to write us an email. I don't think you have the guts.
Yeah, you can't
I'm gonna do it right now.
Do it or pay the price.
Get it right or pay the price.
Yeah. And then, or you can just visit us on our Facebook page, look for Opinions Like A-Holes. Or you can just find us in the street and say, hey, Mike, hey, Hilton, it's this. And we will listen to you there. And then in November, we'll talk about the Weird Al Yankovic movie.
What should the people email y'all about? Like, is there any topics that they should email you about?
Recipes.
Tell me what you thought the letters were again. 11F what?
5?
11. Okay, it was like 11F 590 maybe.
No, but I did find what color that is on
What
the
about
color hex.
11:59, like the time?
No.
There's a lot of songs called 11:59.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's just drunk songwriters.
They looked at the clock.
Yeah.
Original man.
I should go to bed.
Way to go, Daniel.
Hey, I know what I'm going to call my new
For some
song.
reason, that search of 11F590 brought up in the search results Employment Law Show of Ontario, a podcast.
Well, sure.
The shit that you'll pull up by Googling that.
Wild. I'm on Spotify, actually. I thought maybe that would give us something if I just searched there. No. Yeah, it's not real.
That's the
You Mandela affected yourself.
Yeah, song doesn't exist. It's going to turn out to be like Sugar Ray. It's
No.
it's just
Sugar Ray didn't exist on my iPod.
I
Just wanna fly.
11F590.
This was really fun, y'all.
11F590.
So Sugar Ray is not your pick for the week, is what I'm getting.
No.
Do you have a pick or plug? Do you have well, the plug? Obviously, Mac Taylor's comedy review.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
tell
a
us
big
dates.
Tell us the date again,
plug. Okay, dates for Mac Taylor's comedy review.
Dates and deets.
because you don't just have October, but what is October?
October is October 27th.
But you also have November.
Yeah, November, I don't know that date yet, but I will get back to you. So follow me at Mac Taylor's Comedy Review. Review is spelled REVUE, not REVIEW.
We're not reviewing Mac Taylor's comedy. It is a review featuring comedy put on by Mac Taylor.
It's incredible, man. But I get it. It's okay. But it is REVUE. Follow me at Mac Taylor's Comedy Review, or you can follow me at Mac Attack. I will announce all
That's
shows there.
close, but that's definitely not it.
No, because it's 2022. It says
Yeah.
this was like
July.
2029 to 2009.
2029, it's in the future? 2020.
That's why I can't find it.
Future music
Jesus
is awesome.
Christ. I don't know when the show is in November, but follow me and you'll find out.
Hey.
But the show in December, which will be a holiday extravaganza, will be December 16th at Blackbird on Pearl. October 27th is at the Shrine.
October 27th at the Shrine.
Yes.
And then December 16th at Blackbird on Pearl.
Yes. And there are T-shirts for sale. You don't have to buy them. I don't know.
No, you got to buy one. Go buy a shirt.
They're pretty cool.
They're great shirts.
My grandma wore it on my birthday.
Grandma approved.
And Bob the Drag Queen wore it. My dad likes
Grandma
to...
wore a T-shirt on my birthday.
Oh, yeah. That
it
was
had
good.
initials from Michaud.
Oh, my gosh. But we both performed... My brother and I both performed at Cane's, and we both performed to sold-out crowds, which is badass.
Whoop! Congratulations.
What's fucking hilarious. And that's what my dad mentions all the time. He's like, they're the first siblings that have sold out 2 separate shows or whatever. And it's really cool. And it's hilarious, though, because my brother's like this country music star. And so it's like all these Republican, like, country Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I
well aware.
I opened up for Bob the Drag Queen. So it was like 2 separate Oklahomas.
So not only brother-sister pair selling out the Canes, but 2 radically different audiences.
Yeah.
Love it.
So it's like an example. Things can go either way in Oklahoma.
So I got to talk to you about Canes. Did you sign the wall?
Yeah, I signed right next to Steve-O on the stairs.
Ooh, nice.
Mhm.
Did you take a picture?
I did.
Do you have a
My
pic-
spouse took a really great picture,
Okay.
which is it's so funny whenever you have like beautiful moments like that,
Yeah.
and then you look back at the pictures and you're like, God damn it,
Yeah.
you're all sweaty and fucking fat.
I gotta
Oh,
stop
I'm sure you
searching
look
for that
great.
fucking song.
Yeah.
You were so nice. I'm a comedian. I'm self-deprecating. My mother convinced me nobody would ever love me. So
Oh, not true. Not true at all.
it
As you
is
know.
though.
As you are married with a loving partner.
Oh yes, that's amazing.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, it's incredible work I've done.
Yeah, you're on a roll.
I snatched that one up.
Hell yeah.
They walked into the Escape Tulsa, and
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah.
Here is really wonderful.
Here is good.
Here
All
it's
is
good.
dark. If you're in a dark place right now, trust me, it gets better.
Keep
Garth
going.
Marenghi's dark place.
Drink water. Go drink some water.
Drink water, take your meds.
Drink your water, take your meds, and doo-da, doo-da. Drink your water, take your meds.
Doo-da, doo-da.
Drink your water, take your meds. Oh, the doo-da day.
Don't
Take or
listen
drink
to
your
your dad
meds.
when he tells you to pray or work out in your pants.
And you can be gay.
Yay.
Oh!
Nailed it. Picks and plugs. Hilton, what do you got?
Andor, man. Andor on Disney Plus. I don't know you guys. They put out the first 3 episodes, and to me, that means that the first episode does not hook you. And I watched just the first episode, and so far, that's right. So I don't know, man.
That's your pick?
It's a dubious pick. I'm not sure. I need you guys to watch
Hey,
it.
pick
I
of the
need you
week,
guys
a
to
show
tell
I
me.
don't like.
A show I'm not sure about. Check it out and let me know.
All right.
And then plugs every second Friday of the month, the Starlight Comedy Night. I am so psyched for the next one, you guys. I have got Sandra Slade. I have got Jules Costa making her Starlight debut. And then bringing back our buddy from Northwest Arkansas, BB, back in Tulsa.
Beep, 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 beep.
So glad to have those guys on the show. Thrilled to see them. And so come out and see that. And then come see me next week, starting on September Day. That is on a Wednesday. It is the 28th of September. I am hosting 6 shows at the Looney Bin Comedy Club right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, near the corner of 71st and Memorial, but not on the corner. That guy's not doing comedy. He just wants your money. But I am going to be doing comedy inside the Looney Bin. So come and see us. Actually, probably give that guy some money too, to be honest.
And Hilton some money.
Nah, I don't care if you pay me. The club's going to pay me. So if you got a couple extra singles, give it to somebody on the street. They do need it.
They need them singles. We like singles.
I like craft singles.
Well,
I'm going home
I
make grilled
hate
cheese.
craft singles.
Yeah?
what?
Yeah.
It's not like craft singles is not like when you're making a dish, when you're cooking, you don't want craft singles. You want real cheese.
I take that back. I do like a craft single on a bologna sandwich when I'm in a body of water.
See, there are
Quit
certain
pretending
scenarios.
Like you too good.
Like an old school grilled cheese on just a couple slices of white bread.
I
like
hear you.
That I can do that with craft singles.
Yeah, you're right.
you right. You
There's
right.
time and a
You're
place.
right. You're right.
Let's see. Picks. New Mars Volta. Give it a spin. Then the new Dahmer series just dropped on Netflix. I'm 3 episodes in.
And that is, are you also on the fence like
I
I
was
am on
gonna
Andor?
recommend that too.
So, no.
You like it.
Well, I
You don't
do
like
and I don't. There's little things about it that I don't like, and I think they seem to be little Ryan Murphy things, as the way Becky is describing it to me. And that is that I think I think that he's doing a little bit too much of what he does in his fictional shows to a true story, and that part's kind of getting me. Does that make sense?
Like, what is an example?
Like the way the way scene changes are so on the fucking nose. Like when there's a scene where he's talking about he's basically like coming to terms with being gay, and then it immediately cuts to him like tubing meat and like stroking it out, and like just it's very like
Why?
unnecessary. Yeah. And it's
Okay.
like you're telling a true story about, I don't know, little things like that. However, Evan Peters is incredible.
Okay.
He's just so good.
Yeah.
I'm so
Richard
happy.
Jenkins is in it. Molly Ringwald is in it.
Oh,
What?
wow.
I haven't gotten
Nice.
to her yet.
Yeah, she's I forget who she's playing. Let me pull it up real quick. But yeah, so far so good.
Very cool. Now, and Mac, did you have a pick? We plugged the show. I don't know that you had a pick to share with us.
Well, whenever y'all were talking about it, I thought about Dahmer.
Yeah.
And we're also watching Handmaid's Tale right now, which is a little rough to watch. But
I imagine that's the kind of show that I think would just anger me.
well, I'm so hooked at this point, and this season is all about rage and all about getting back. And we're seeing a little
She plays
bit
his
of
stepmother,
revenge.
by the way.
Okay.
Um,
On the
and
Dahmer.
I appreciate that for my anger towards the universe right now, and it's really therapeutic
Sure.
to watch. I would recommend, like, because it's funny because Handmaid's Tale has carried Morgan and I's relationship. Like, it came out in September, like the first year we started dating, or like it was like the second season or something, and we would watch it on their grandparents' back porch, and like it was just like lovely. So it's really weird because it's like such a hard show to watch, but it's nostalgic too at the same time.
My
Okay.
difficulties are stand squarely with the Church of Scientology, but Elizabeth Moth and how she's like, look at this show where I'm talking about how horrible it is to abuse people, but don't ask any questions about my church.
Yeah.
And I don't get into any of that.
I know.
I'm
I know
very
that's just a me thing. I know it's just.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it's weird, like with like the actors or the musicians, that I love, like their work, how talented they are. It's easier for you to like disconnect their art from their humanity.
I'm much more willing to do that with musicians, i.e., Cedric from Mars Volta.
But if you're coming out with this message,
Beck.
yeah,
Yeah.
no. But I don't stand like I fucking don't get the fact that I go into every goddamn retail store and every single one of them are still playing Michael Jackson songs. And I'm not fucking okay with that. Like, why are we doing that?
We just had that
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That-
missed it.
that's-
But
Hilton still likes it.
I like everybody makes their choice on who they can
Yeah.
still support. I'm the same way with Chris Brown. Like if I walk into a place and I hear Chris Brown playing, I'm like, really? You still support that guy? But I never got off the Michael
R. Kelly,
Jackson
right?
train. Yeah, R. Kelly's another one.
Well, and I
but I
think-
still listen to Michael
Here's
Jackson.
the thing. Well, and I think there's a difference between like, buying the stuff and supporting that person, and like when the song comes on the radio, and allowing yourself to still enjoy it.
well,
Yeah.
shit, like I fucking like always get mad about it, and then fucking 2 seconds later, I'm singing along to it.
Right.
And so it's like, I think that I'm just upset that it's still even there for me to listen to.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
It
it's
makes
like,
sense.
and it's like, I get it. Like sometimes, because you would feel on the Michael Jackson front that it might be a little half and half, but who the fuck knows? I remember seeing all those people out on the street. Like, there's probably more people that love Michael Jackson than like cancel Michael Jackson
Right.
at this point. But I feel, and I don't know. You know what I mean?
I
It's
do.
just like, why aren't there some stores that aren't playing it?
Yeah. Well, and it just becomes a gamble. Like, so a store is like, if I'm going to put on regular radio in my store, I'm going to probably have artists on there who some shoppers are going to come in and be like, oh, I'm not happy about hearing this at all. And there are going to be some that, like yourself, are very passionate about specific artists. And it may even get some people to just turn around and walk right the fuck out. So it's a gamble right now in this culture to show any kind of support, silent or otherwise.
Yeah.
You know, we talked a little bit about this off mic about people with certain associations and how just being associated with things can speak a lot. And I was saying how I personally don't always read that into things, but you were saying how you do, Mike.
Yeah, my example was a person who attends a church who is famous for having very problematic views towards the LGBTQ community, but then that person being judged as having the ability to be an ally to
Yeah.
the LGBTQ community while still simultaneously going to a church that says things that are against the LGBTQ community. And it's like how it's hard for me
Yeah.
to
It's kinda
manage
like-
both of those things and say, how can you pretend to be one of these two things is pretending?
Yeah.
And it's like, what? You can't trust the good side because it's like the other side exists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it reminds me of like when churches will say all are welcome, but then they won't.
But they don't
marry
mean that.
you.
They don't mean that.
They won't marry you. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, okay, so you'll let me sit in your church and attend your church and become part of your church, but you won't marry me.
Yeah.
Or they're like, all are welcome unless you're divorced, or all are welcome unless
No,
you're-
divorce is never a fucking thing. Like
It
nobody.
is in Catholic Church.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Oh, cool.
it's in
yeah.
several other churches actually.
in the
LDS Church, it's a big thing. You're not supposed to be divorced in LDS Church. There's several churches that's still a big issue.
that makes me happy then. But like in the Baptist church, they don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah, because they'd have no one.
Yeah.
And if you look at the new studies, a lot of young people divorcing God, just being like, God, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I think you need to get your own place.
The numbers are trending down hard.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, a lot of divorce for God lately. God is currently getting a 1-bedroom across the river.
went to
so that he
born
can
in-
still see his son.
I went to Born and Raised in Pryor, Oklahoma, and
Okay.
on my way to the festival, there's a sign in Pryor on this like storage unit that says, "Never forget what I have done, God."
The storage guy? Oh, God.
It just
God,
says it
okay.
in big red letters. And
I-
what's funny is that my mind immediately went to like genocide and shit.
Yeah. Me too. I'm like, oh yeah, like fucking the fact that goiters exist.
See,
Like,
I got-
oh, thanks for that one.
I got confused that, maybe it was the storage shed operator who was like, never forget what I did when you needed a place to put that table while
Yeah.
they were redoing your dining room. My storage shed's where you came.
When you got divorced, where'd you keep your sectional?
When you saw one set of footprints, that's when I
was
let you stay
carrying
in my
your-
storage shed.
That's when I was carrying your stuff into the storage unit.
Oh, man.
Or whenever I had fleas.
Oh,
when my
plugs. I didn't do plugs.
You have a show. Riff Show's coming up.
Yeah, Brett Jeffries' Riff Show, October 8th at Heirloom.
It's a lot of
Rustic
fun.
Ales.
That's such a fun show.
It's a fun show.
8 p.m. Looking forward to that. It's going to be myself, Sam Price, Trevor Carrion, J.B. Watkins, Brittany Belden, Jen Williams, Cade Moore, Alyssa Roney, Taylor Tope, and Kel Coops.
I
know
saw.
half of those people.
I just saw. I'll give
That's
a shout
what's
out.
weird is like, so sorry, Hilton.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was out of the game of comedy because I got sober, so I stopped going out. And then I was about to go out, and then the pandemic happened. So I was out of the game for like 3 years somehow. And I came back, and like everyone was different.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am coming back, and I have, just full disclosure, zero material.
Nice.
Yay!
Perfect for the Riff
That's
Show.
like the best.
Coming out with zero material, whatever the fuck. It's just off the cuff, baby. Here we go.
I'll say since we brought the Starlight Show back after pandemic, one of the things that's been a lot of fun is bringing some of this new talent to the stage. We've had a chance to bring
Like Jules Costa.
like Jules Costa this month. We had Joe Miller. We've had JB. We had Roscoe. So we've had a chance to bring a lot of these newer faces to our venue, to our corner of the scene, and that's been a lot of fun. And then I was going to say on your show, one of the new faces that you mentioned was this Kel's Cooper.
Kel Coops.
I think it's Kel's
Kel's
Coop. And
Kelly's Cooper.
she's very funny, very funny. Got a chance to see her at
No,
Heirloom.
this says Kel Coops.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the other way around.
Well, that's not what it says on the poster,
I don't
and
know.
I'm good at reading.
And I'm sure she was involved.
Well, I'm either way. Kel's, Brett, you're all freaking amazing. So
I also forgot I have
talented people.
I have a show October 6th at the Vanguard, Evan Hughes show.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't know
You
who's
heard,
all on
you
it,
heard
but-
how good I was at the cold read. How could you doubt that I read it wrong?
You didn't read it. Here's the thing. You didn't read it in a fun accent. Whereas
Kel Coops.
What cold read are you
didn't.
referring to?
G'day, I'm Kel Coops.
Our news reads earlier when we read of
When
what
we
was
read
happening
the-
on
yeah.
McTerrill Boulevard.
You know,
Oh
about
my
an hour and a
gosh.
half ago?
Earlier on, previously on.
Previously on Opinions Like A.O.s.
Previously on Opinions Like A.O.s. Wait.
On a different day.
On a different day, my voice is Johnny Depp.
Hi, it's a good episode, I think.
Oh, did you like this time you had with us? Take it from me. I love you.